Hello friends, I trust you're having a great time at the District Council here in Jackson. We've just completed with Warren Wilson 9 Light for the Lost banquets where we were able to see many of you and share fellowship and talk about Light for the Lost. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all who have participated and invite those who have not to become a part of Light for the Lost giving in Mississippi. Over the 39 years of our missionary ministry, Light for the Lost has contributed in such incredible ways to give us evangelism, literature, and other media that we can use to really touch people with the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. I remember back in the days in Togo, Light for the Lost provided 10,000 pieces of literature that we used to evangelize and work among the Kotikoli people, who are principally Muslim believers. In that day, there was just one Assembly of God church in the little town of Sokode. And we feel that the 10,000 pieces of literature that were distributed there, that resulted in several hundred people coming to the Lord, also provided a base for future growth of the church. I know that in Sokode today, there are 20 Assembly of God church, and whereas the Kotikolis in that day were really an unreached people group, today they've been reached with the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. When we left Togo to come to Europe in 1980, we very quickly learned that printed material was not perhaps the ideal media that we could use to touch European young people. Many times we'd find printed gospel tracts thrown on the streets after we'd given to them. So we asked Light for the Lost if they would give us the opportunity to use a different media to share the gospel with European young people. So Light for the Lost said, yes, go ahead and produce some evangelism CDs, which we started to do. So several of those were done over a period of years, but one that I'll just mention today is this little one, which was produced for the Olympic Games in Athens. The sports theme, of course, for Nike is Just Do It, so we named this little CD Just Believe It. We asked Light for the Lost to help provide the funds for 100,000 of these little CDs, which they did. 85,000 of those were distributed in Athens, and the evangelism teams that did that reported there were no CDs found on the ground or in the trash can. So we found a way for young people in Europe to put this in their pocket, take it home with them, and then to look at it at their leisure. Many people have come to know the Lord through receiving this little CD there in Athens. 7,000 of these, by the way, went into the Olympic Village. So athletes from around the world took the gospel home with them. Just a couple of months ago, I was in Paris and we had just received an email from someone who said, I just looked at the Just Believe It CD and gave my heart to the Lord. So 9 years later, the gospel is still producing its effect with people coming to know the Lord. So the many CDs have been very effective in European people coming to know the Lord Jesus Christ. We went to Light for the Lost again and said, would you allow us also now in this 21st century to use Light for the Lost funds for evangelism on the internet? Well, I thank God for the flexibility of Light for the Lost, changing with the times and helping us missionaries on the field to reach our people in the most effective way. So we've been using Light for the Lost funds here recently with the development of internet evangelism sites and also some other tools called Google AdWords to draw people to the sites. So Light for the Lost has come from printing very elementary gospel literature in the form of tracts all the way to now using the internet. And thank you, Mississippi pastors and laymen, for giving to Light for the Lost. We missionaries really need you to stand with us because you're putting the tools in our hands that we need to reach our generation. Thank you.